Hi everyone, it's Leona with Leona's Designs, and today I needed some little coin envelopes for a project I'm making, and I decided I had this junk mail envelope that I'm hoping I can turn into 3 small coin envelopes, and I'm going to leave it this color. If you didn't want it to be this color, you could certainly paint it or collage over it, but this color will just work fine for me. If I was going to make it a different color, I would probably open it up and paint it here on the jelly plate, or maybe even collage over it. I don't need the window. And this envelope is 9 inches. So I'm going to score it at 3 inches intervals and then cut and turn those into little coin envelopes with some brads and some, I think, just circle closures, not buttons. So I'm going to score here at 3 and 6 and then I will be cutting on those score marks. Okay. Just love using up junk mail envelopes to make things any way that I can. So I have so many of them. Okay, so now we have 3 little almost coin envelopes made out of junk mail. 1 junk mail envelope. And I gotta get my brads and my little circles, and I'll be right back to show you the rest. Okay, I'm back. Well, while I was gone to get my circles, which I keep in this little plastic jar, I just cut my circles out of junk mail, different junk mail flyers that are pretty substantial, and book pages, and then I glued 2 or 3 of them together to get like a little button. And this one I cut, these are 1-inch punches that I've glued together, 4 of them, and they were cut out of a junk mail flyer. And then sometimes I just glue a piece of scrap cardstock or colored paper on top just to make them look nice. So when I was gone, I decided to go ahead and sew edges closed on these little envelopes. You don't have to sew them closed. I like to. You could glue them, but I wanted to sew mine, and then I decided, well, I had done that, they were kind of flimsy on the top, and I thought, well, I'm attaching this circle, this kind of heavy circle, and a brad, so I decided to reinforce the top, which I'm going to do with a piece of scrapbook paper, just to put on the top there and make it a little more sturdy to hold the circle with the brad. And I went ahead and did one just to show you what I mean. I attached the circles, I attached this one with a brad because this top was more substantial. And then this one I just glued down with the string behind it because I didn't want a brad going through into the inside where I was going to be putting things. And this keeps the string intact, plus saves me from putting another brad through the inside where it might get caught on things. And it works fine. You just don't get the figure 8, but I don't care for this. Doesn't matter. So this is what I did. This is just some cotton string, and I glued it behind my circle before I glued the circle down, and then I put the brad through the circle. I don't have it all, so I have this little, it's supposed to be, what do you call these? A bone folder. It's supposed to be a bone folder on this end and an awl on this end, but it's from Dollar Tree, so it's not real sturdy, but it punches pretty good. And then I made the hole a little bit bigger with one of these pokey things that I got at Dollar Tree. And it worked. And I used just a little brad. And I put that through the reinforced top here, where I glued some cardstock. And like I said, I'm going to be gluing these down to the page, so it doesn't matter about the backing. But, you know, if you were going to not glue them to a page, you would most likely want to cover the back, or maybe even use this as the front. And it helps quite a bit. So they end up being like 4.5 inches tall by 3 inches wide. And then you just wrap that around a couple times and you got your little coin envelope. Good use of a junk mail envelope. So I'll show you one more. I'm going to make 2 more, but I'll just show you how I did one, so you won't have to watch me do both of them. But I'm going to glue this flap here. And then put this over the top, right where it bends. And then cut around it. And then that's reinforced enough to hold the brad. And I think I will try to that little bit off there. I'll try to round this corner a little bit, just to make it look kind of like the other side. Not too bad. Okay, and then we'll decide which one we want for the top and which one we want for the bottom. I think I'll use this one for the top. So what I did was found the center, push this little needle in, I have a hole punch, but since this is so thick, I I knew my hole punch wouldn't go through there. And then this pokey tool, I'll put it through there to make the hole a little bigger. And then I will get the little brad. Yeah, this kind of orangey brad. It's a little orange brad, real short legs. That will go through there fine. So then I'm going to mark it here where the hole is, where I want it. Didn't mark very well. Okay, right there. So we put our brad through there, through here, and open the legs, and push it down. And there we have the top one. Now we just need to get our string and glue it to the bottom. I use Fabri-Tac. Put a little Fabri-Tac on there. Put the string in the middle. Just kind of wind it around. And then put some more Fabri-Tac on. Could use a glue gun, I guess. I usually don't use the glue gun because I'm not very good at it and I always end up burning my fingers. Okay, then I glue it down where I want it. With my string facing up. And hold it there for a while till the glue sets. While the glue's setting, you can kind of figure out how much string you want. Don't really need too much. Enough to kind of wrap it around once. Well, I got too much string there, so I'll just wrap it around again and cut it off. Okay, so there's another little one. Easy peasy. So I hope you enjoy making these. Hope I inspired you. And if you don't have a junk mail envelope that you want to try using, you can always use a sheet of cardstock or paper that's 9 inches wide and what's it, 4.5 inch, well, almost 5, 4.5 inches or 5 inches tall, and then divide it into 3, and you'll have yourself 3 little coin envelopes. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.